Good morning, and thank you for coming this morning. We will be officially opening the 5th Mussoorie Writers Festival here today. I experienced the Himalaya, a mountain festival this year. It's my privilege and honor to introduce our next speaker. He's come the farthest for this festival, all the way from Seattle, Washington. Steve Swenson is one of America's top climbers. I think what distinguishes him particularly is that at an age when most climbers have hung up their crampons and sat back, he keeps going. Steve approaches the mountains with careful research. He understands the obstacles. He takes the risks, but they're calculated risks. He travels light. These are not enormous expeditions with hundreds or thousands of porters. He and a small group of men climb the mountains by themselves, on their own, challenging themselves against some of the world's highest places. Steve has climbed K2 in the North Ridge without supplemental oxygen. He has climbed Everest without supplemental oxygen. Most recently, he climbed the highest unclimbed peak in the world. This was last year. Saser Kangri 2, which is in the Siachen Glacier area in northern India. When he's not climbing, Steve is an engineer, and he has his own water management firm in Seattle. It's a huge privilege today to welcome Steve Swenson to Woodstock School.
Thank you, Steve. Is this working okay? Cool. It's a great honor for me to be here. Thanks for inviting me. It's such a great group of people, and I'm really privileged to have such a wonderful group of young people in the audience today. I think we'll get into some climbing stories here for a little bit to start with. It's kind of early, get everybody kind of awake and kind of excited. Then I'm going to talk a little bit about some things that I think are important about climbing in big mountains, or in any mountains for that matter. And then we'll show about a 25-minute film that Freddie, who was part of our team on Saser Kangri 2 last year, made of the climb that Steve just referred to. I was especially I was listening very closely to Dr. Long when he was talking about this connection between kind of the human spirit and kind of the physical, mountains. It's certainly something that, I felt and probably has, that connection has sort of drawn me to the mountains, and I think it's the thing that's kept me that excited about it and about being in the mountains and the climbing in the mountains for so long. I started climbing, I think, I've been climbing for 45 years now, and I don't think I'm any less excited about the mountains than I was when I started when I was 14. And I think it's not because, of just climbing some difficult mountain and the difficulty of the pitch, but it's really that kind of whole sort of connection between kind of the mind and what it does for me and my own spirit and that magnificent place, that special place. These mountains are so unique. They're so special. They're places that we need to treat with respect and really bring our best to those places because we owe it to them.